So I got a lot of these review videos that I haven't put out. So I'm putting all three of these kind of quick reviews into one video. I've got Guardians of the Galaxy 3, The Flash, and Avatar The Way of Water. One of these I couldn't get through. Another one I wish I hadn't got through. And then the third one was actually pretty good. And I'll explain which one's which right now in a little segment called A Couple Things. So I don't really have anything against Avatar. It wasn't my favorite thing, but the first movie was, it was fine. I wasn't interested enough to go see it in theaters, but it came on Max, so I figured I would check it out. And the first hour is actually pretty good. You're catching up with the couple from the original movie, and now they have a family. They also have the kind of reincarnated main villain from the first one. All that stuff was pretty cool. And then right about an hour in, they get to talking about whales, and then they don't shut up about the whales. It just turns into just a whale movie. And so I stopped watching, and then came back a couple days later, tried to watch a little bit more, and it was still, they just kept on with the whales. Just stick to the giant Smurfs. It's not that complicated. So I couldn't finish this one. I can't even rank it. It may be good at the end, but they wouldn't shut up about the whales. So this one didn't even get a rank. I couldn't finish this one. One that I wish I hadn't finished is The Flash. So The Flash, not much to say about this. Just not great. The CGI is awful for a movie that costs like hundreds of millions. I thought Ezra Miller was annoying in Justice League, but in The Flash, there are now two Ezra Millers, so it's even more annoying. That's fun. Thanks for that. I thought Supergirl, played by Sasha Calle, she was great, but they had enough time to like have prominent roles for two Batman, for Affleck and Michael Keaton's Batman, and they couldn't fit in Henry Cavill for more than like 5 seconds. I mean, again, I think Supergirl, she was good in it, but I feel like they could have done more with Henry Cavill. Overall, it's an easy miss, easy skip. I wouldn't recommend it. It would be a 1 star, but it does have Michael Keaton as Batman. That means a little something, so I'm going to give this one a 2 out of 5. I was actually kind of disappointed. I was really looking forward to the Michael Keaton return and all that in this one, but it was just a big letdown. The movie that was kind of the opposite of this, which I had no expectations for and turned out to be really good, is the Guardians of the Galaxy. The last Marvel thing I watched was the fourth Thor movie, and it was just so god awful that I haven't watched anything Marvel since then. But a lot of people said that Guardians of the Galaxy is really good. You should really check it out, and they were right on. One thing that that I didn't mention with this one is the jokes. They got to put like little jokey jokes in every 2 minutes. There's got to be a little joke to kind of keep things from getting serious. But in this one, they do have them, but the movie also knows when it's gonna be serious. So there's a little bit of jokey jokes, but it's not overdone like The Flash and a lot of other Marvel movies. This one has some jokes, but it's also got some really serious moments. And speaking of serious moments, the scenes with the animal testing were just really powerful, especially the ones where like the animals where they're like little baby animals and they're kind of talking to each other, just getting to know each other, becoming friends and stuff like that. That was really powerful. And it's crazy because obviously they're fake animals, but it was just the scenes were executed so well that you have an entire audience having like an emotional connection to these animals. It's also just a great end to the Guardians trilogy. This is obviously the third one. I think the main complaint I would have is that the music in the first two were kind of iconic. This one was kind of a letdown, but that's just such a small little nitpick. So that is my review, or reviews rather, of Avatar, The Flash, and Guardians of the Galaxy. To recap, Avatar, I have no idea. I can't rank it. shut up with the whales and get back to the big Smurfs. This one was a pretty big letdown for me. As a Batman fan, not great. Big swing and a miss there. And this one is a Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was a bright shiny star in a pile of just Marvel garbage. So that is my review of 3 movies I've seen lately in this segment. A couple things, and there's other videos to check out around in the little YouTube bubble place.